Hey guys, I'm Dr. Jason Barker with the Natural Athletes Clinic, and have you ever had the pre-race jitters? This is, of course, when you wake up, you're amped up, your heart is thumping, your muscles are twitching, you're ready to go for that race. Pre-race jitters are great on race day, but they're bad news the night before because, of course, you've done all the training, you've got your nutrition dialed in, and then you go to bed at 9 p.m. and you lay awake all night, or you wake up every hour because you've got the pre-race jitters. So I'm going to share with you 4 tried and true ways to get rid of the pre-race jitters the night before so that you can rest, so that you can have a great race the next day. Now, the first one is just using good old-fashioned guided meditation. So this is where you find something to count over and over and over in your brain, and you focus just on this one thing. What this does is it puts you in an alpha wave state, which is a state of relaxation, so that sleep can come on a lot easier instead of when you're thinking about all this other stuff, worrying about how the race is going to go. So check out some guided meditation apps. It's very, very easy to learn. All you need to do is picture your feet walking, counting steps through a path, anything like that. That'll do the trick. Now then, there are 3 natural medicines that I really like to use, and I'm going to give you 3 of them because they work differently in different people, and you need to find one that works best for you. First one is our very own Cortisol Recovery. Now, we made this one to inhibit the production of cortisol because, as you know, cortisol can be a stress hormone, and if you can't sleep at night, or you're waking up every hour on the hour, that's probably because your cortisol is elevated. So the Cortisol Recovery contains 6 different botanical medicines, all of which will inhibit the production of cortisol. So we have Relora, which is a combination of magnolia and philodendron. There's Sensoril, which is an optimized extract of ashwagandha. And then we also use banaba and morel, which are 2 different herbs that inhibit the enzymes that help produce cortisol in your body. So we're hitting it in several different ways, all of which is going to lower that cortisol so that you can get to sleep. Now then, there is another one that you can use is theanine. So theanine is an amino acid, and it's extracted primarily only from tea leaves. So theanine does a couple of really cool things. What it does is it increases levels of Gaba, which is gamma amino butyric acid. This is your brain's main inhibitory neurotransmitter. So theanine will spike levels of that so that your brain can calm down and you can fall asleep. Theanine also does some really cool things. It actually brings on those alpha brainwaves that I was just talking about with guided meditation. So theanine will put you in a state of relaxation, and by the way, it also increases memory. So if you are scattered at work, try taking a theanine. That'll help you focus and actually increases your memory. So check out theanine. And then the last one is taking just good old-fashioned GABA. So we can actually make GABA. And back in the day, it was a really big deal because you thought, oh, you can take GABA and then you're going to get all this GABA in your brain and you'll have this inhibitory effect. Well, it turns out that GABA doesn't really cross the blood-brain barrier, so it doesn't actually get into your brain. However, there's a subset of the population who actually feels relaxed when they take GABA, and that's because we think that there are GABA receptors throughout your body, and the GABA is causing an inhibitory or relaxing effect on your peripheral nervous system. So that's very interesting. So don't just forget about taking GABA because it doesn't go through the blood-brain barrier. It relaxes the rest of your body. So you can try the GABA, you can try the theanine, you can try the Cortisol Recovery, and of course try the guided meditation. Now, last thing I want to say about all 3 of these natural medicines that I mentioned, none of these are habit forming. None of these are going to leave you groggy or hungover or anything else like that. They're very, very safe. They have very few side effects. Of course, you're not going to try any of this stuff the night before the race that you've never tried before. So try it at another time. But I guarantee you one of these is going to work really well for you, and you're going to get rid of the pre-race jitters. You're going to sleep well, and you're going to have a great race the next day. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please share this with your friends if you want to. Of course, that means they're going to be faster because they slept the night before. And of course, subscribe to our channel. We're making new stuff all the time. Thanks for watching, guys.